multiple takes, right?
Yeah. Hello, this is John from Hillbilly Select Reviews, and today I'm at Second Sight Spirits, and we're going to do a special, really a special show for you here. And who am I with today?
My name is Rick Couch. I am one of the owners and the distiller here at Second Sight. We're going to be talking about our Oak Eye Bourbon today.
All right.
So, Oak Eye Bourbon is 100% mashed and distilled here at Second Sight Spirits. It is a 4-grain bourbon, so we actually have corn, wheat, rye, and barley in there.
That's pretty cool.
Our mash bill is 72% corn, 16% wheat, 5% rye, and 7% malt. We also age in small 15-gallon barrels for about a year and a half. The current bottling I think we have here is about 15 months. So yeah, we get on the nose. So we get a nice little caramel nose on there. You're going to taste the slight spiciness from the little bit of the rye. You get a little bit of rye flavor in there. The small barrels and the shorter aging, we counteract with making a pretty tight cut for the heads and tails, so we don't put a lot of tails in there. And then we also add the wheat in to kind of smooth it out a little bit, make it a little softer and sweeter.
So just a nice blend that, you know, you get a little bit of everything in there.
Exactly. We started with, I'd say our first, eight or nine barrels were experimental. So we had a higher rye, a higher wheat, a couple of mixes, and just played around. Since we didn't want to just try to take a guess and then make a bourbon, we made like 9 different bourbons.
And just chose the best.
And chose the best blend and totally kind of tweaked it in over time. We had a little bit of help from some of the other distilleries around, some people a little more experienced than us in distilling, but
They were happy to help you.
yeah, everybody's always happy to help. That's the good part
That's
about
good.
it.
Well, I do smell that caramel nut, nice vanilla note to it. Smells good. Let's try it. It's tasty from being young. Now, the smaller barrel, though, is equivalent of being in a big barrel longer, doesn't it? Kind of speeds up the aging process when it's smaller.
Speeds up the, obviously the color, you get the color of a much older bourbon. It speeds up the wood infusion, the caramel, the vanilla, the flavors you get from the barrel. And then, like I said, the longer you age the product, you get more complex flavors. It smooths it out a little bit, but to counteract that, on a pot still, you can really have like very good control over your heads and your tails cuts. And by putting a much cleaner, more pure product in the barrel, we feel we get a better product out at a shorter time.
It's really delicious. You're right though, you do get that caramel, the vanilla, the soft wood taste, a little bit of spiciness from the rye,
A little bit of spice.
all blended in and make a really nice whiskey.
Yeah, we just we couldn't decide between like the rye or the wheat, and so we just went with both.
Went with
That's
both.
basically how it was. But it did take us you know, a few trial and error just to get the right mash bill. So.
It's really delicious. Now, I noticed that, what are some other things you have here? I see you have rums.
Well, we started with rum. We have a whole selection of rum from just our unbarreled rum, which is right out of the still. We don't flavor that or age it in any way. We've got a couple of, I guess, infusions. So our spice rum, our cherry rum, and then this black belly is another spice rum. All that is with different spices, and we use a lot of teas. We use
cool.
like toasted wood chips that go in there. They give it flavor and color. And then we have 2 aged rums. One is bourbon barreled rum, which is pretty much, it's exclusively aged in used bourbon barrels. We've done everything from the big guys all the way to, of course, our bourbon barrels. Our bourbon is fairly new, so we don't actually have any of this out yet from our bourbon barrels, but it is a nice blend of different companies' barrels. We also have a dark rum, and this is aged just like our bourbon in brand new charred oak 15-gallon barrels.
then you have, what else? You got some.
We have a corn whiskey, which is 100% corn. We call it corn whole because the whole mash bill is corn.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
It's got a little specialty thing. This was a 6 months age. We've actually got one in the back. Our next barrel is right at 2 years now.
So it gave it that little golden, kind of a golden
just
color.
a golden plate, yes. Because corn whiskey has to be aged in a used barrel.
Okay.
So you can't put it. So that's the difference between the corn and the bourbon. We have a hazelnut liqueur, which has just its base is a corn base spirit, and then we add in toasted hazelnuts and vanilla beans and orange peels. And it's a nice little 60 proof.
Sounds like a good Christmas.
Yeah, it's very good over ice cream or in coffee.
Huh.
It's good. And then we have our line of Billy Hillbilly's Moonshine, which we go from our lower proof, 44 proof apple pie. We have a hot pepper one called Fire Jack, which got Thai chili peppers in it.
Wow.
Honey, and then we have a 100 proof original, which is just our unflavored moonshine.
And I will be buying some of these, and I will have separate reviews on these for you all. But I'm going to tell you, this whiskey is really... Now, if someone wanted this, can you ship it out? Can you? How does that...
This is all available in Kentucky. Right now, we're not quite able to ship out, although hopefully that'll be changing.
So my viewers have to just be really jealous that I'm getting this delicious whiskey, and they can't get it yet, but they will be able to. They can certainly come if they come here.
If they come to northern Kentucky, you can definitely find it.
And what is the address here? Where are we at?
We are in Ludlow. We are at 301 Elm Street.
It's a nice, beautiful setup here.
Right
smells delicious.
I guess northern Kentucky with our friends Boone County Distilling and New Riff Distilling.
Right outside of Cincinnati.
Very close. Right, yeah, right across the river.
So is this the only place you have it right now? Are you in any liquor stores at all?
Yeah, we are in liquor stores. Like I said, mostly in northern Kentucky through central Kentucky. Certainly, our bigger products, the rum we make, it's just due to the aging, we can get more spiced rum and our unbarreled rum out there. They've got a little farther reach. The bourbon is starting to make it. We've had it out for a year now. This next year we'll be opening up 2 barrels a month instead of just one like we've been this year.
Nice.
So we're moving up, and now we're trying to get even more down this year. So.
All right. Well, why don't we? I'll tell you what. We'll do it on this video. Do you want to talk about this? A beautiful, unique still that you're gonna love. I promise you're gonna love this still. And yeah, go ahead and talk about your still. Still is unbelievable.
Hi, my name is Karis Wagner. I'm the other co-owner. You've met our whole company now. It's all 2 of us. And this is our still. So we're self-funded still to this point. So we decided to make this still ourselves because we've had a lot of fabrication experience. So we sourced a stainless steel pot off Craigslist from this guy in Tennessee. Yeah, that was kind of a shady trip. I'm glad we made it out. And then we have the world's only crystal ball condenser. Maybe for a reason, but that's actually a street light replacement part.
Wow.
And then the worm on the inside was 30 feet of what was straight copper pipe that Rick had packed full of sand. He used a torch on a table to anneal it, and then built a custom jig at the end of a table and actually turned that by hand.
Wow.
Yeah, took 3 tries, cashed in the other 2 for beer and pizza money at some point. And then, or beer and bourbon money actually. And then the copper pieces are from a coppersmith in Bucyrus, Ohio, named the Bucyrus Copper Company, and they've been around forever. They primarily make copper candy kettles and timpani drums, and we thought if we could get a hold of 2 timpani drums, we'd have a really good shot at the pot for our double boiler. So this is basically 2 timpani drums that are mirrored to create a pod. That pod then sits in our stainless steel tank, and we heat up our mashes using a water bath that's water and a food grade glycol with 3 hot water heater adapters. And then they also helped make our helmet, and they gave us 3 cylinders in which Rick used the bubble cap style system for a 6-plate column. And
now what's this with the helmet and the leg? Explain that.
Second sight means having visions of the future. When we started our company, we were trying to figure out who we wanted to be, and we realized that we didn't have the 100+ years of heritage as our friends down south. We didn't want to name our place after a location in case we ever had to move. It wouldn't make sense anymore.
That's smart, yeah.
And then we're just not related to any cool dead people. So we decided to look to the future instead of the past because we found that was a great universal. And then we tried to make a company, a brand that's more engaging and interactive with our customers instead of us just talking to people all the time. we thought maybe if we made this giant fortune teller, that eventually you'll be able to get your fortune from the still, and based on how much bourbonism is
Yeah,
in
you
them.
could if you drink enough.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
your fortune real quick.
And then if the fortunes are off, we can just say it was full of booze.
Yeah.
So it's a great default. Everybody wins.
Yeah, it's kind of like a chance of rain in the morning.
Yeah, but we 3D scanned my friend's body using 72 cameras, and then we bartered lunches for parts to have the full body cut out, and then we've been fiberglassing him on the weekend. So pretty soon he's going to have an arm and legs, and
That's really cool.
yeah, be probably one of the more unique stills, I think.
Well, all right, I hope you enjoyed. Now, Second Sight, it's really unique. These people are unbelievably friendly. The bourbon is delicious. I drink a lot of whiskey. I can't wait to try the rums. I'm going to do that for you all later. And come up, please visit them. You can look up their website. It's under construction now. Do you have a phone number or anything for people to call?
Yeah, it's 859-488-7866.
So you can get a nice tour. You come up here and buy some beautiful whiskey that you can't get everywhere, and I think it's really unique. So, from Second Sight Spirits and Hillbilly Select Reviews, everybody, thank you for watching.